Now, Victor Wembanyama has been shooting a lot of threes this season, and people say he's 7'7" or whatever the hell he is. They say he needs to get his big ass down in the block and go to work on the post. But last night against the Sacramento Kings, he put up 9 threes. But what's interesting is down the stretch in the final 5 minutes of the game where the score was tied, the Spurs went to the same action over and over again. I'm going to break it down for you because Wemby did go 5 from 9 behind the arc, but he finished with 34 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 blocks, and a steal. But down the stretch, he wasn't shooting any threes. He was operating in the key area of the game where teams like to operate when it comes to the postseason. This is good reps for him. You know, the Sacramento Kings, they're an okay team. They've been getting out coached all season long, and I'm going to show you why right now. All right, as you can see, 4 minutes 47 on the clock. It's a tied game, 1-11 apiece. They've got 8 seconds now to inbound the basketball and get a bucket here. This is a crucial possession going down the stretch. This is a crucial possession. I can't even speak right now. That's how disgusted I am with the Kings. But the first possession, that I'm going to show you, you can't do anything about this. But look at what the Spurs do. And first of all, I want to start off by paying attention to Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson over here. They're going to do a little 2-man action just to occupy these defenders so that they can't come over and help. So that's going to keep them occupied. If you watch these two down here, they're going to run a little screening action between the two of them. Okay, that's cool. The first thing that's going to happen with the ball side of things is a screen from Castle for Wemby to get down into this mid-post area. That runs. Chris Paul can't get a pass to Wemby. The Kings, they deny that pass quite well. That's okay. It comes to Castle right at the top. Wemby's going to come up and set a screen for Chris Paul, see if he can get an open layup. That's not on. As you can see, the Kings do a good job. Malik Monk is fronting Chris Paul to deny that. And then Sabonis, he reaches out here, so they don't want to throw that. But now, with 5 seconds left on the clock, Wembanyama gets the ball on the post. His first thing to do, if you look at his head, is he turns to survey the court. He looks where the help defense is coming from. He knows he's got to go and get a bucket here. So what does he do? 1 dribble, pull up. Now, this is ridiculous, okay? Because Sabonis is basically 7 foot. Look at the defense that's being played right here. But Sabonis being 7 foot doesn't mean anything to an alien like Wembanyama, who rises up and beats the shot clock. With that was simply insane, okay? I'm not mad at the Kings for that. This is what I'm mad at the Kings for, okay? Wembanyama, it's so simple. It's so simple. He comes and he sets a screen. It's a simple pick and roll. The other guys are spaced. You've got the 2 corners occupied, and then you've got Stephon Castle at the hash. It's a simple pick and roll. But what do the Kings do? They switch. Why are you switching a guard onto the tallest player that has roamed the earth of the NBA playing at this level for a hot minute? I don't know. Because now you're left with a matchup of Wemby being guarded by Malik Monk, and you already know how this is going to end up. All right, Chris Paul, instead of passing it straight over, he gives it to Vassell for the entry pass. Now Wemby, already, when he's catching the ball, he's surveying the floor. He's looking at what the help defense is going to do. All of the Kings players are looking at Wemby, but he knows this is a mismatch. 1 dribble, takes it right to the hoop. Look at this. The ball is in his left hand here. This is insane. The ball is in his left hand, and he finishes with his right. This is generational talent we're witnessing. All right, that's 2 buckets in a row for Wemby. The Spurs go straight back to it. Wemby's going to come and set the screen, and they're going to switch it. Why are you doing this? I had an NBA player call me during the game laughing at the strategy of the Sacramento Kings, saying, why the hell are they switching guards onto Wemby? At least make his life a little... Like, you saw how difficult the shot that Sabonis made him take was before. Whereas this is just ridiculous. Look, this is what I love about Wemby. He's not getting the ball right away, and his first thing is not to score. He's looking at where the open players are. You've got Castle here, but you've also got Keldon Johnson setting this pin screen here that's going to leave Vassell open in the corner. If he makes the pass over to Castle, right, De'Aaron Fox is one of the quickest players in the NBA. He can get out to that. But if he makes the pass over the top to Vassell, also bear in mind, Castle's not a very good shooter. But if he makes the pass over the top to Vassell, Keldon Johnson is going to try and deny these 2 defenders from getting out to him. So what does Wemby do? Vassell does a great job of lifting. You can see that right there. He's going to lift slightly to make the passing angle better. Instead of trying to come over here like this, the ball can fly naturally over like this. And Wemby sees that, dots him straight away. The screen could be better from Keldon Johnson, but because DeRozan has had to get round him, he's late on the closeout. You can see his body position raises up a little bit. so that Vassell knows that he can get the separation. If he goes to the corner, one dribble, pull up. A great contest, but not enough. That's a free for the Spurs. Once again, we're going to go to this pick and roll. But this time it's a little different. Credit to the Kings. They tried something different. Well done, well done, well done. This time, instead of switching, you've got Sabonis in a little bit of a drop. So he's dropping back from Chris Paul. Wemby's diving to the hoop. But the Kings have got Fox stationed in the paint to prevent any pass coming over to Wemby. Now, the options here are tough. Chris Paul, that's a tough pass for him to make to Vassell over there. This is also going to be the corner man, but as DeMar DeRozan's positioned here, that's tough. So Chris Paul reads this well, as he does. He gets a step back. Look at the separation he gets. He does a good job. He shoots it. He misses it, but that's okay because Wemby's down in the paint. He's going to grab the rebound. There's another possession for the San Antonio Spurs. And because Wemby's got the ball, he's now going to attract two defenders. 1, 2. They're on Wemby. The defense is disorientated. Malik Monk is already trying to go in transition because he's closed out hard and he thinks that his teammates, given that Sabonis has the box out on Wemby, yeah, and given that there's two other Kings players here for the board, he's thinking maybe we'll get this board and I'll go out and score in transition. But Wemby, using that wingspan, manages to corral the rebound. Chris Paul gets himself into the middle of the painted area. He's now attracted 3 Kings defenders. That's leaving shooters wide open. And it's a knockdown three-pointer back-to-back for Devin Vassell. All right, this time, and this is what's really annoying. If you're an old head like me, you guys are probably seeing my hairline receding in every video. But if you're an old head like me, this is the annoying part. Because Wembanyama, this time, he doesn't even come and set the screen. He just walks over there, and the Kings just switch automatically. And they've cleared out. They've got the Spurs have got 3 guys on one side of the floor, and they've cleared out all of this space for Wemby to operate. I don't know what they're doing with that cut over there. I think there is a little bit of confusion from these two Spurs over here as to where they're cutting to, what they're doing, where they're going. But it's okay, because Chris Paul's going to be patient, even though there's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And the mismatch is right here. Because there's 2 other defenders here, it's going to be hard for Wemby to get something going to the basket. He's going to have to shoot a fadeaway or something. So instead, Chris Paul sees that Sabonis is guarding him. He could try go himself. He could hit Wemby. But as he crosses over Sabonis, gets him in the air, 2 seconds left on the clock, he finds the open teammate, and they shoot the 3. Now, that's at the buzzer. It misses. Wemby's down there. He can't quite get the ball. It's a little bit of a scramble. The Spurs, great hustle play here to save it, and it's another possession. This time, 34 seconds left in a 2-point game. What are they going to do? They're going to go with the same action. Look, Wemby's going to come and set the screen. Chris Paul's going to come off it. And then Wemby is going to dive down here and have his matchup that he wants. I don't know what they're doing with this strategy. I don't understand it. But now, look at this, okay? Sabonis is worried about Wemby. So look at all the space that he's giving Chris Paul. And he's in an upright position. He's not in really an athletic stance to be able to get a fast closeout. Wemby takes his time, 2 dribbles, gives the pass to Chris Paul, who knocks it down with confidence. And it's just a pick and roll with Victor Wembanyama. But teams are deciding to switch it. And every single bucket down the stretch for the San Antonio Spurs came from Wembanyama setting a screen, going to the high post, making a play out of it. It's very, very simple. And everyone talks about the NBA's just shooting threes. I suggest you watch the games, or you just subscribe to this channel, because we actually break down what happens in the games over here. But I love that. He didn't go to the 3-point line and camp out like he has been, people are saying online he's just shooting threes and you don't want to be in a paint. No, they actually used him and put him in a great position to succeed. Mike Brown, the coach of the Sacramento Kings, what are you doing, my brother? I do not understand what you are doing. The Kings have been outcoached in most of the games I've watched them play so far this season. He was great in his first season with the Kings, brought that high-flying, fast offense to them, but their defense right now is in the absolute mud. And, I thought I'd just make a quick video talking about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I took a little break from making videos. I don't even have an excuse. Just got lazy. But we're back now. We're making more. So stay locked in. I'm going to try get more videos out. I'm going to try do one a day if I can. But, life is life. But the more people that subscribe, the more it will encourage me to do more videos. Because there's nothing worse than me spending time watching games, saving a film, clipping it up, making a video, and then it doesn't bang and do views. So if you could subscribe and like and share with a friend if you enjoy this type of content, that would be greatly appreciated. And it would motivate me and inspire me to make more videos, just being honest with you guys. But yeah, appreciate you guys who watched, and until next time, get buckets.